As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Hey everybody, this is a radio check. Thank you, Silva.
The map is blank before me. Where do I begin? No fear of what's uncertain. The unknown feels like home. With every step I'm finding a place I've never known. Let's go where no one has ever been. A world unseen beneath our skin. Through endless skies, we'll break the chain.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is that better? Right, be right back with you guys. Thanks, Silver Mats.
Welcome to Flight Sim Expo 2025, everybody.
Flight Sim Expo is the place where the community gathers.
You get to just meet people. I was over here talking a couple minutes ago with people who, oh, I fly this, I fly that. We're best friends now.
There's no other place in the U.S. to meet the community.
We're here because we're totally geeks about flight simming and aviation. Everybody here is just as passionate as we are.
You get to see people who are, online acquaintances, get to see them for the first time and share these aviation experiences with each other.
We just did a tour of Providence Airport. Nobody gets to do this at an airport. All you do is just walk through the jetway, get on the plane, and get out of here. 9.5 out of 10.
Watching it online is okay, but just seeing it in person and kind of hearing the reactions to product, I think it's worth it.
One of the best things about Flight Sim Expo is not just the people who are here in attendance, it's the digital audience. All eyes that matter are on this show, and this show amplifies any type of announcement we want to make.
3, 2, 1.
I've been simming since 1995, and so to be here, oh my God, 30 years, and seeing the evolution of this hobby is extraordinary, and FS Expo is the showcase for all that.
Attendees should come to Flight Sim Expo. It is the place where you get your hands and your eyes on essentially everything flight sim.
You can actually touch and feel the product. I don't think you can get that anywhere else.
To be able to stand here and have people come up and say, hey, thank you for making this product. It makes you feel good about what you're doing. It'll energize our team, so when we get back to work, we've got some good vibes to feed off of.
New hardware coming out, new software coming out. It's an amazing experience. It's a great vibe.
The vibes are high this year. We are staffed up to the gills today.
Runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
We're showing what it's like to be a controller on the VATSIM network. I think just getting to have those conversations is personally rewarding. I also get to help connect people together.
People come all over the world for your show. It's a really good community.
It gives us that exposure to not only the people that know us, but people that meet us on the floor.
If I had to choose one event, it would be Flight Sim Expo for sure.
If you take the knowledge, the gear, the people, the party, we all come here to have a great time.
I'm so blown away by learning this weekend. It's totally changed my mind and my perspective on the value of what you guys do. It's unbelievable right now.
Simple takeoff on the runway line. Trim set right, it's go time. Symphonic in the chat, going wild. XP72, you crazy child. John Beckett Tower, voice so clean, cleared for takeoff. Living the dream, we're climbing out smooth, no stress, no rush. Except when I forget the flaps. Shh, hush. Simbrief filed, Batums live, saying tensions got me feeling alive. GTX glowing like I'm born to fly. If I slew, you didn't see it, right? We keep the blue side up. When the crosswinds hit, we don't give up. From city to city, sky to sky. Team Swerve takes flight. We aim high, keep the blue side up. Yeah, we climb as one. World tour dreams under rising sun. If you know, then you know it's in our blood. We fly, we crash, we laugh, but we keep the blue side up. Navigraph charts, route looking tight. ATC says, you sure that's right? Symphonic squad in a group flight zone. Half of us lost, but never alone. XP72 dropping tips in chat. Bro, check your mixture, you'll burn it fat. John Beckett laughing like, here we go. Community strong, that's how we roll. World tour leg from gate to gate. C72 can't replicate. City to city, we roam, we climb. Got 1,000 miles and all night time. Saying tensions clear, skies look tough, but we're Team Swerve, that's more than enough. We keep the blue side up. From the Andes high to the island dust. And briefing, VATSIM's high, GTX humming. We give it all we got. Keep the blue side up, that's our way. Community strong every night, every day. No matter the weather, the climb or the luck. We live, we fly.
All right, happy Wednesday night, SimFans, and good to see you all here. Yeah, the frame rates, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the East server or what's going on, but I think Microsoft's having some issues because our West server is down. So we are on the East server. Friends, good to see you. So how about Flight Sim Expo, my friends? I cannot wait. It is going to be epic, as always. I think we are kind of like our family here, all of you. We get together. You, Silver Killer, Delgam, what's up? Maple Leaf, the rest of you, my gosh, Bats, all of you. We have the biggest presence, and even Blue Game said this during Providence last year, is the Simfonetic community and all the friends and family in Sim land is strong there, but it is so exciting. I'm ready to go. I'm registered. I've got my hotel reserved, and I can't wait to see you all there. There is no problem with the server. They shut it down. Oh, okay. Good to know, Delv. But we'll see what goes on. I have this weird thing where I'm using Parallel Flow Pro, which I love, and as I can see your gamer tags, but they look really high, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But in any case, friends, let's hope that we don't have stuttering and frame rate issues tonight. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes you never know anymore with this thing. But friends, but again, 2026, Flight Sim Expo 2026. Hopefully you can make it. Who's all going to be there? Put it out in chat. Is that cool? Are you going to keep it there? Are you going to keep it there? Keep it cool, Zach, in Minneapolis this year. So a little bit really quick before we continue with the stream. Flight Sim Expo 2026 is a bit earlier this year. It's scheduled for June 12th through the 14th. So it's a Friday through Sunday. And boy, it'd be great to see you guys. It's at the St. Paul River Center near the KMSP Airport, Minneapolis International. It's a common one. You've probably been there, several of you. But definitely want to see you there and meet you in person. I got to see several of you. Simblitz, how's it going, man? Wish I could make it maybe one day. That'd be awesome, Simblitz. But now a bit about Flight Sim Expo. It is one of the world's largest, as many of you know, largest flight simulation conventions. The event has welcomed actually over 7,500 attendees. It was in Las Vegas. It's been in Las Vegas, Orlando. It's been in Las Vegas a few times. Orlando, San Diego, Houston was there with several of you. Providence, obviously, there with several of you, along with Las Vegas. And again, Minneapolis, it's going to be a short hop for me. I can actually drive there, be able to drive there. It's like 3.5 hours from where I live, so I'm pumped about that. So I hope you can make it. Now, it is produced by Flight Sim Association. If you haven't checked out Flight Sim Association, you can get some deals by being a member. I know some of us have done the what's called the Captain's Dinner, where they'll have various people go and talk and that. Last year, we didn't do the Captain's Dinner. We actually did something a little different, which actually was good. I got my meat on. I got my food on, you know. Threw on the feed bag, if you will, right? Javier. But anyway, so Flight Sim Expo is the organization connecting developers, simmers, and real-world pilots to make it easier to get started with home flight simulation. So if some of you I know are like been long-time simmers, have your full cockpit set up, you know, anywhere from the full, you know, Boeing 737, like David White, he sent me a message. He's even got a cabin with a display outside of a cabin window with an actual seat that he had his granddaughter view, like out of the wing view. He had a custom wing view set up for it. All the way to you just have an Xbox, like some of you, with a controller. And then people that are in between, like me, you have the WinWing stuff. You have the maybe the ROWSFIRE stuff. And so you're, you know, and all that gamut between that spectrum. But anyway, if you're new to flight simulation or you've been a long time member, you will love this event. So I can't promote it enough. Want to give a shout out to our good friend Evan Ryder, who is the actual one of the co-founders, and he is the organizer along with Phil Coyle. And thank you guys for doing it. It's a lot of work for these guys, and they do it out of the passion for the community and the simulation. And it's such a great opportunity to get out there and meet, you know, different vendors, get your hands on some products, test it out. Get to ask some questions, you know, like, you know, WinWing, ROWSFIRE, WingFlex, you know, a lot of those that are out there, and give your feedback. They'll ask for your feedback too, so you can gives you an opportunity to give input to like what they could do to make things better, give them feedback for what they're doing awesome, and but outside of the vendors, of course, you get to see others like influencers like Blue Games XP72 and Tuto Murphy. A lot of those. Q8 pilot was at the Houston, and a lot of the other influencers, along with me, of course. Be great to see you there and hang out with the group. But most importantly, friends, a chance to actually get to see one another and fellow enthusiasts. So that's what it's all about. But friends, okay, enough of that for now. But again, if you plan on going, please register using the link in the video description below, or chatbot, if it hasn't already posted it, will give a link. And it does help our channel if you do use that link to register, because then Evan and Phil know, hey, you came from here. So I'd greatly appreciate that. CP65, what's up, buddy? Okay, now for tonight, hardware setup and the live stream. Now we're back to flying commercial. I know we didn't fly last Saturday, but here we are. We'll be doing an immersive flight in the Fenix Airbus A320. I actually could not update it. I kept having it fail. Has anybody ever witnessed that, where you can't update the Fenix Airbus? And I was out of ideas. I did all the forum posting and everything, and then I had a eureka moment. And I will tell you how I got it to update, because it would start updating and then it just stop. I'll tell you what I did to get it fixed. But anyway, we are on the latest version of the Fenix Airbus A320. Hello, Emmett. How's it going, man? Emmett says hello, Sim Chad and family. I tried reinstall. That didn't fix it. That'd have been too easy. I did do all that, and it still didn't work, CP. So I'll tell you what it was, because some of you might run into this, especially if you have 2020. So with tonight's stream, we're going to be flying commercial in the Fenix Airbus A320 as we fly from Singapore, Shanghai, right here to Jakarta Soekarno-Hatta. I butchered that, and it's not Shanghai, but I butchered it all. But anyway, I'm used to that. You guys are used to that, right? And we are flying 2024 as always. Actually, I'm in the process right now of getting all of my aircraft and scenery moved from 2020 and cleaning out the directory completely, and I'm going to uninstall 2020 for once and for all. It's still on my hard drive, but I am getting rid of it, freeing up some disk space. For our hardware setup tonight, we are powering it up with the full wing control. It's no longer WinWing, it's wing control. And let me do a view here of the magnificent Ursa Minor flight stick. And then, of course, we've also got the rudder pedals, the Orion. By the way, wind control, I'm still getting used to saying that. Wind control is sending me, let me get that other picture of the ROWSFIRE off. They're sending me the Orion Rudder Pedals 32 Airliner Edition. So I am finally going to get those. Those are actually being shipped now as we speak together. And so those will be coming. I'll be highlighting those. And then, of course, we've got the AGP, the ECAM, the beautiful Ursa Minor throttle, and the PAC 32. You can't see it's right down here. And then we're going to be highlighting from our friends from ROWSFIRE, their A107 V3. I actually do like this, and I think they do a huge improvement over their V2 version. So I'll be using that as hardware tonight. And with that being said, I am SimFanatic, your host for tonight's Insanity. Thank you, friends, for joining. It's going to be a fun night. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's been a week. It's been a week since we streamed. Maybe not quite as much, because wasn't it like Thursday we streamed? I don't even know. It feels like forever and a day, CP. But before we get on with it, look at the footies. Pilot Rick says, Pilot Rick, did you see you were in that trailer from Flight Sim Expo? Probably saw you. So Emmett the Nemesis. Let's welcome Emmett the Nemesis in the house. Good to see you, Emmett. Welcome. We've also got, of course, our good friend and my moderator, Bats, in the house. Let's give a hand out to Bats. Welcome, Bats. We got Cool Guy. Cool Videos from a Cool Guy. Now it's Cool Guy Videos 178. See, I'm still on the old name. You guys change your names on me. It throws me off. But good to see you, Cool Guy. We also have Emmett the Nemesis. I already said Emmett. We've got Mirage Airways. That's what I was looking for. Mirage Airways. Let's give it up to Mirage. We've got Maple Leaf. Maple, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you, Maple. Always good to see you. We've got Evo Eagle Sky. Let's give it up to Evo, friends. Evo Eagle Sky in the house. Give it up. We've got my good friend and pal helping with the VA virtual airline. It is our good friend over here in the house tonight. I see him flying along with us. Good to see you. Let's all welcome Practice. Practice, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you, man. And of course, TJ Turner Word. What's up, TJ? And of course, Silver Mother Killer in the house. Let's give it up to Silver Killer, friends. Silver, I'm glad you could join us. Several of you were out there playing ATS earlier today. Saw you in Discord. Good to see you, Silver. We also have our good friend Toshi Draco in the house. That's Phil, by the way. I think. Is that Phil Hollis? Yeah, that's Phil Hollis. Keep all these straight. All right, good to see you. And we've got Swerve. Swerve, did you hear I played your song? Swerve, thank you for doing the custom SimFanatic songs. No, you've done some for XP72. It is appreciated, my friend. Thank you, sir. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We got, there's somebody that hasn't been here for a while. Cloud Strider. Cloud Strider, if you're still here, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for joining. And then we got Simblitz. Simblitz, what's up? Simblitz, let's give it up to Simblitz. Go check out his channel. Simblitz WIIII for YouTube. Good to see you, Simblitz. Thanks for joining, man. And we got, of course, CP65. Good to see you, CP. He's here to judge me. He's a judger. He judges people. We also got, what's up? You know what's coming now. It's what's up. Togam, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. We got Tombstone Kid in the house. Good to see you, Toomey. What's up, Toomey? That's a new nickname for you now, Toomey. Once in a while, I'll get a nickname for you guys. Good to see you, Tombstone. And did anybody else sneak in here? If I missed anyone, my apologies. Oh, we got Big Steve. We got Big Steve in the house. Big Steve, welcome to chat. Welcome to the live stream. Give it up to Big Steve. We also have Matt Hawkins. How the hell are you, Matt? Hopefully you had a good holiday season along with the rest of you. Good to see you, Matt. And of course, we've got the man, the myth, the frickin' legend. It is Mr. WSSS-WIIII is in here. What's up, boss? I forgot to mention, Flight Sim Mods also did the amazing and wonderful and beautiful stand for this equipment up here. See, I've got the EFIS, the left and right, and the EFCU for the Wind Wing. You do yourself a favor, friends. Check out Flight Sim. Somebody, thank you, Bats. Right on top of it. Right on top of it. Right on top of it. Okay. Go check them out and pick up. They've got a lot of good stuff. And if you use that link, you can get a discount. And we've got the CEO with us tonight. That's Mr. WSSS-WIIII. Shane, so good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. The man, the myth, the legend. All right, with that being said, I think I got everybody recognized, at least so far. Let's jump into it. Hopefully we don't have any stuttering, but I don't know. It looked like when I was doing the pass-by, you all saw the frame rates and the stuttering. I don't know if it's so much the frame rates other than the stuttering, but we'll see how tonight goes. But something glitchy's going on with the gamer tags because they're all like super high. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But we'll live with it. We'll deal with it. Let's go ahead and jump into LRM. Daniel Stewart, what's up, Daniel? Let's give it up to Daniel Stewart. Welcome to the live stream. I do have LRM up, buddy, but thank you so much. Because as you know, I often forget. So I do appreciate the help, my friends. So good. All right, and so I actually have a loud setup. Can you hear the APU running? It's coming in loud and clear. Right, TJ? I'm using payware, perhaps the higher elevation. Oh, okay. Are you all using payware? Maybe that's it. That's probably it there, TJ. As usual, you're right on top of it. Yeah, see, I'm having some stuttering. I'm not liking that, but we'll live with it. We'll deal with it. Hey, we've got Atlas Heart X10 just joined and is a member joining the commercial pilot. Let's give it up to Atlas Heart. Dude, thank you so much for your support. Let's give it up in chat. Let's give it up to Atlas. Welcome to the SimFan family and appreciate that membership to Commercial Pilot, bro. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'm not even going to do the SimFanatic shuffle. It's too early. But, dude, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. There's part of the shuffle for you. Thank you so much, Atlas. He says, you're welcome. It's been a while. Good to see you. It has been a while, Atlas. But thank you, man. Thank you for joining. All right, so right now I've got the aircraft ready. Oh, man, I am not feeling good about this. Well, hopefully it kind of smooths out, but we are on the East server, so... But, hey, Del, if you could put it in chat, why did they decide to shut down the USA West? Were we crashing their server? It's got to be, there's got to be a reason, right? You just, see, that's probably why we're running into some of the stuttering. Like, everybody that was on the West, like we're doing tonight, are now on the East because the West server shut down. So you got to expect some sort of performance impact. So we'll just see how it goes. You and me judging. Bats is already on his. Mr. Sundowning is in the house. Let's give it up to Mr. Sundowning. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. We're ready. See, I'm ready for pushback, friends. You guys are not ready, especially Shane. You know, I'm trying to like beat that cheeky bugger off the tarmac. You know, so I like, what am I gonna do for 2026? I got to step up my game. All right, so we're stepping up the game tonight. U.S. West and North Europe are retired? No. That's all I need. Why? Why did they retire them? Well, we got to utilize the resources, and, you know, we're not making enough money. I don't know. I'm just making something up. Why did they retire them, though? Why did they call it East? Why don't they just call it the USA server and the Europe server, then? I don't think they have a USA North or a USA South. They just had East-West, so just call it USA, then. Dag nabbit. Anyway, I digress. Got to open up servers for AI. Right, no kidding. That's probably it. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to my checklist, my handy little... by the way, if you guys don't have the JD Fenix A320 checklist, somebody find that, and it's for free on flightsim.to. You definitely want to check it out. It's what I follow. I know a lot of you follow through the checklist, and it is a delight, so don't miss it. Okay, so we are ready for pushback. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the seatbelt sound. We're going to turn on the seatbelt sign. So as you can see here, I am going to go ahead and turn on my camera here. And so I'm going to go over here, and let's go ahead and turn off the music for now so you can hear it in all its glory. Turn the volume up on my mixer. Okay, here we go. Seatbelt sign is on. If I can find it. Here we go. I'm going to flip the switch, and they did improve the switches on this thing. They made them bigger. There we go. See? I don't even have to go into my virtual cockpit and do it. All right. Is the orange whips on the checklist? They should be. They should, Simblitz. Absolutely, man. All right, so we've got that done. Check that off the list for speaking of lists. And next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and turn on the beacon, and that'll start our GSX. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to go beacon on. And if we go outside here, we're going to see, once I turn the beacon on, shit's going to start happening. Beacon lights right here, and I'm going to go ahead and flip that on, and here we go. And that should start. There we go. Now people are moving. By the way, there was a recent update. Did you guys all get the GSX update? There was a GSX update to version 23.32. I have no idea. I'm just making shit up. There was an update, though. I'm not sure what version it is, but there was an update to GSX, so definitely get that. This is weird-looking truck sim. I have to turn that off. I need to turn that off. I forgot to turn the chat bot off on that. Thanks, Simblitz. Well, they're getting me hooked up. Let me go do that. I saw that earlier, and I knew somebody would say something. Leave it to you, brother. Timers. Must be Hoot. Let's see. ATS. Where was it at? It's a timer. ATS. There we go. Turning it off now. Thank you, Simblitz. It is off. Let me know if it comes up again, but it should be off. So many dang things to set, right? Emmett the Nemesis says, ready to fly and great to be back in the air on the mind from surgery. Woot woot. Oh, good to hear, Emmett. And hopefully you continue to do well, my friend. We wish you well. We continue to pray for your continued recovery. And glad to have you here, man. All right. And they just came out of... Look at this. They came right out of the building. Must have been a garage or something. They came shooting out of there, and here they are. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm going to change. Actually, while she's hooking that thing up, unless she's already done and I just didn't hear her, I'm going to move this camera so that you can... Oop. Well, that worked well. There we go. So you can all see that. Oh, isn't she... What the fudge cake? Hold on. Oh, and there's Fred. Won't he be surprised? I got to do something with this thing. It's loose. It's loose as a goose. There, that's my shirt, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay, there we go. And see, that's the stand from Flight Sim Mod. See the stand right down here? And I got it right on my, underneath my monitor, and it works absolutely magnificently. But we'll leave that camera there. Nobody wants to see the flight stick, right? So we'll leave it there. All right, quick edit pushback. Let's go ahead and select 3. And I think this is going to work right where it, if I remember. I did a test flight last night. Yep, we're going to hit enter. Is it blurry? This camera is an old camera, so it just has autofocus, so if it's blurry, I might just do a hand thing there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on this camera, and you can't quite see the Pack 32, but I just released the parking brake.
All engines are clear. Start at will.
All right, let's go ahead and start the engines. This is what you all been waiting for. So right down here, I got a switch, and I'm going to switch it to ignition. I'm going to start our right engine, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch my view over to the right engine, and we're going to go ahead and start it. And I just love the fact that you don't have to be in the virtual cabin to do it, or the virtual cockpit, rather. And here we go. Are we there yet? Hey, the real CFF, the real CFF. How's it going, man? Good to see everybody. Say hello to the real CFF in chat. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, what does it say? We'll go ahead and turn on the cameras down here. A320 simulation says, what's up, everybody? What's up, A320? CFF says, bonus points if one of the wing walkers gets sucked into your jet engines. There you go. Watch where you're pushing, buddy. Oh, okay. As long as I'm pushing into you, Maple, I'll be all right. Mr. Sundowning says, dang, won't be able to flight with you fellas today. Chase plane is not working, and my flight sim keybinds are all gone. Oh, that sucks. Did you recently have an update, Mr. Sundown? All right, so they got us back. Look at that. Little bit of a freaking lag, choppiness. Sucks. All right, parking brake, I'm going to go ahead and set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
All right, confirmation, good engine start. That's going to be Control Shift F12, I think.
Start the oxygen.
Confirm good engine start. There we go.
We have a good engine start.
Good time for a little drink of an orange whip. A little nib, if you will. All right, and we're going to go over to the left engine and start it. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. I did the smaller camera views in the lower right, so I didn't block the view. I'm here to please, friends.
Pull the strap to adjust.
Simple as this. There it is. I was pushing back into you. Awesome. That was my plan. Sorry for that little outburst, Maple, but you deserved it. Orange whip check, yes, Simblets. Absolutely. Pats and Simblets. Here we go. Oh man, the engine sounds, and there goes Maple. What the hell? Kind of like when I was choking to death. That's what Maple said. He didn't say, dude, are you all right? Dude, I'm concerned. He said, what the hell? It's good to be loved. Mr. Sundowning says, yes, sir, updated, and now I can't reactivate my license. That sucks, man. Oh, your old name was Old Captain Ahoy. That's right. Okay, thank you. Guys keep changing your names on me. I can't keep up. What you doing to me, friends? Okay. Well, we'll test the theory once we get up in the air TJ. We'll see if the gamer tags, or the name tags, rather, get with your aircraft, because right now, you're way up high. Have a good trip, thank you. Good trip. All right, so we've got the engine started, so that's a delight. Engine started. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and do the engine mode selector back to normal. Switch that on. APU bleed can come off, so I'm going to go ahead and do this a little bit bigger. But if we look up top, you can see I'm going to turn the APU bleed off right here. You're going to see that blue light go off. Thank you again to our friends over at ROWSFIRE, Daniel and the rest, for providing the A107 V3. It is $300 and some odd. I think it's like $369 or something like that. And I mean, the 107 V2 I wasn't really impressed with, but this one actually is growing on me. APU bleed off. Let's go ahead and turn off the APU master so you can see here. I'm going to click that switch. You see the blue light go off, and of course this 107 V3 has all the LED colors to match what you would see in the actual cockpit when you're looking at it. We're not going to do any. We're not going to worry about wing anti-ice. I forgot to turn on the engines. So on the HEP, you see here, I forgot to hit this to run. I'm actually gonna hit run and it's reset. So, because we were running our engine, so you can see I got that reset on the display. That's our friends over at WINCTRL. Almost said WinWing. WINCTRL. Auto brake to max, you're gonna see on here, but let me go down here and you're gonna see here, I'm gonna hit max. And you're gonna see the max light up. Maybe it was blocked, but you can see the max light is lit up. If I turn it off, turns off, turns on. Max light on. Very good. Speaking of max, where's max? All right, max light on a brake. Flaps to 1, I believe. I'm also using the FS mods cradle for the different PFP panels. I'm using the MIGDO. You can't see it right now, but I'm using the WinCtrl MIGDO, which is a phenomenal piece of equipment. I definitely recommend it, and it's a great price point. But let's go over here, and I'm going to go to FMGC, just to have this over here, and clear those out. And then let's go ahead and do performance. And flaps 1 down 0.4. So let's go ahead and do flaps. And you can't see this because of the Pack 32, but I'm going to go ahead and manually set the flaps to 1. And there they go. Are we there yet? Keeps asking this. Wish you had brought Max out for Christmas flight. I should have. TNT! Simulate in the house. What's up, brother? You came just in time. By the way, TNT, just because you're here, I'll let you know what the transition altitude is tonight. 11,000 feet, buddy. 11,000 in Malaysia. So we've got that set. And then let's go ahead and set our... I got the E-cam here, if you can see it. I'm gonna hit this button right down here to flight controls. You can see it just lit up over here. And why I did that is now I can see this. So if I switch to different screens here, so I can go to different various screens by doing the E-cam. This is the WinCtrl E-cam. It's like maybe $80. It's worth it if you know, just a little bit of immersion there. Oh, the STD are getting cheaper. That's right, they're getting cheaper. Let's see. Okay, so we got flight control, and we're going to go down to Chinatown. We're going to go to 0.4 down. Is that what it said? I think it said 0.4 down. Is that what it said? Yeah, down 0.4. And you can see I just got that by 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Guess that movie. Who says 2 shakes? I'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Who can guess that movie? Come on, we're a movie group. Somebody's got to get it. Okay, we've got the auto brake, the flap set, ground spoilers to arms. Of course, we can go down here, and I can automatically set this and just pull up to arm, and there we go. Are we there yet, Evo says. We're in Singapore. We're actually in Malaysia right now. We're flying to Singapore, I think, right? I don't know. My geography, I'm not so great at it. And then, let's see, we are going to go, so we got auto brake, flaps, ground spoilers to arm, pitch stream is calculated, other way around. Thank you, Zach. Okay, I'm backwards. I'm dyslexic when it comes to airports. Thanks, guys. I can always count on you to set me straight. Appreciate it. Have a few more orange whips and we'll be there in a flash. Absolutely. Okay, so strobes going to auto. So we're going to go over here and do strobes to auto. So strobes are to auto. I do like how they improve these. We're gonna go taxi on the nose wheel, and let's see, runway turnoff lights. We don't need those, and we are ready to taxi, friends. Let's do this. Singapore to Indonesia. Thank you, TJ. I was reversed. Appreciate it. All right, and actually, by the way, if we go over here to our left, we can see that we've got the map here, map view, and we need to get over to. That's our airplane right here, so we're gonna get over to 2C. We're gonna go to center, so we're ready to go. Let's see how this performs. Pulp Fiction, you've got it right, Matt Hawkins. Good job, Matt Hawkins, my friend, my pal, my buddy. Steve Malone, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Let's give it up to Steve. Good to see you, Steve. Maple says 30. There it goes. There's the stuttering, of course. Let's hope it smooths out. Ah, damn it. That's I was worried about the stuttering. I flew this last night and it was fine, but now we're on multiplayer and I'm running Parallel Pro. Maybe I need to disable that. I don't want to say it's Parallel Pro, but it's stuttering something fierce right now. That's not good. I hate that. And the thing is, even if I disable Parallel Pro right now, it won't fix it. Server stuff might have something to do with it. Yeah, I flew last night, but I wasn't doing multiplayer. Actually, let me try something. I'm gonna disconnect from multiplayer. Let's disconnect from multiplayer and see if it clears up. I'll come back, but let me just turn multiplayer off. Multiplayer off. Let's go ahead and see if that fixes stuttering. Then we'll know it's a multiplayer or not. Got to give it a minute to kind of... it's still stuttering, though. Interesting. It wasn't stuttering last night, but I'm kind of thinking it's not the server then, if this is stuttering. Yeah, it's still stuttering a bit, so it might not be the multiplayer. It's so frustrating when it does this. NVIDIA and DLSS have updates. I'll have to check that out. There was a, let's see, was there an update to Windows? There might have been an update to Windows, too. Almost looks worse off the server. Yeah, I don't know. This has really been kind of a thorn in my side, is that this simulator has not been, like, when it comes to flying commercial flights, it's on and off doing this. I mean, I know that Shane had the same problem, and so I don't know if it's but it could still be a server thing. Bedrock, thank you for that post. He said, I just finished a 1-hour flight and it stuttered the majority of the time. So it could be Microsoft doing something again on the back end, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing something that's causing this, because obviously as I'm flying, I don't have any of this pre-cached or pre-downloaded, so we are still needing their server to provide the updates and the scenery, because we're moving and I'm doing everything online. Excessive USB accessory use wouldn't do that, would it? I don't think so. Like I said, I used all this equipment last night, CFF, and I didn't have any of this problem. A320 said, had a weird flight today, late flight, so all my passengers transferred to another plane, so I took an empty plane from Philly to San Juan, not one passenger. Oh. And again, it could be a combination of things. I might need to update. I gotta believe it's flight, especially since Bedrock said the stuttering was happening. Well, I'll be shucked and boiled. You got me, yeah. Yeah, this sucks. I had a feeling this was gonna happen when I loaded up the sim tonight, and I was moving around, and it was doing this stuttering, and I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. And I did do a clean boot. But yeah, this is really not good at all. So we'll just bin and grare it. Bin and grare it? We'll grin and bear it. Murphy's Law in action, exactly. Bedrock says, I flew night before last and didn't stutter one time. Tonight it was to the point of aggravation. Yeah, like right now. So, Bedrock, thank you for reporting that. See, I flew last night. I did this full route. So I was at the same airport, all the same equipment, and it didn't stutter one time on me at all. And now tonight it's doing it. But when did they take down the server? Was the server down yesterday or was it down today? This ought to be fun for takeoff and landing. All right, let me go ahead, since it's not the server, let me go ahead and reconnect, because that obviously didn't fix it. I was just curious if it was because of, or the multiplayer, rather. So let me go ahead and turn multiplayer back on then, because it didn't make a bit of difference. So, you know, we're troubleshooting things on the fly here. Mr. Sundowning says, just know that this will affect other programs of VR. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's so incredibly annoying. It's like, come on, Microsoft. They've got to be doing something on the back end, because like if they shut the server down and they're, you know, and the rest, some of you are having stuttering. Anyone else having stuttering issues right now? And then all of a sudden, there we go. There's a plane. I go right to the belly. It could be GSX too. I don't know. Do you use GSX, Bedrock? Because I just updated GSX. Bat says no stutters. It could be GSX. Because I'm running GSX, and it's so hard when you have a billion things. Zach Close says I use GSX. Just killed the guy in 36C. Suppose. Not updated though. Okay. I updated last night. All right, let's go ahead as we're on top of this person and continue on. Let's go silent cockpit. You didn't use it tonight, Bedrock said. Okay. Yeah, I've got so many add-ons too. It could be Parallel Flow. It could be GSX. It could be Microsoft. It could be so many things. I didn't update my DLSS. I don't think that would be it, but it could be. It could be that I need to dump the shaders. It could be that. It definitely could be that. I might, because I've done that before where I dump the shaders. You all do that where you purge the shaders and then things are fine. So I might need to go back and do that. Anyway, okay, so we're before takeoff, terrain on ND, so let's go ahead and set that. So we're going to go over here, hit terrain on ND, and you're going to see that light up, and in fact, I'm going to show you that. So if I hit this button, you're going to see that light up. Terrain on ND, like so. Weather radar, we're going to go down to Chinatown, and we're going to go ahead and turn our predictive wind shear on, weather radar on. We're going to go TARA, just go ahead and get that set. Dun, dun, dun. Predictive wind shear, transponder TCAS, takeoff configuration test. So we're going to go up here and right down here. If I turn that flight control off, I'm going to hit this takeoff configuration test. And so if you look here, it's on my eCam right up here. And so what we're looking for is when I push that button, it's going to take this blue to green. So hit that, now it's at normal. So you can see here it's at normal, so we're good to go there. All right, friends, I think we're about ready. Okay, so we are going to go nose light on. So we're going to go back over the overhead from ROWSFIRE. Nose light on, our landing lights. Let's go outside here. And what I want to show you is what I love about this is like you set the nose lights, and I just dig this. Although we've got the American in the way. Can we see this? We can see the nose light. I'm not going to be able to show you because I'm on top of somebody. That's my fault, though, because I came on top of them. That sounded bad. We're going to go ahead and turn the landing lights to on and strobe lights to on. And I think we are ready for takeoff. Yes, we are, friends. All right, here we go. This takeoff's going to suck, man. I know it's going to just be like stuttering like a motherfutter based off of what we just experienced. Captain Solace, how's it going, man? Good to see you, Captain Solace. Everybody give a shout out to Captain Solace. I might have to turn Flow Pro off. It seems like every time I try to use Flow Pro, I end up with stuttering issues. I'm not to say that it is Flow Pro, but I got a sneaky suspicion. Hey, Bedrock, do you use Flow Pro? Do tell me if you do. Because if you do and you're having stuttering, maybe it's something with that, because it is looking kind of off. But even turning the nameplates, even when I disable multiplayer, didn't help. So anyway, Captain Sola says, glad to be here. Hope all is doing well. Everything's doing well except for the stutters. All right, here we go, friends. And it is time to rock and roll. Let's go.
Welcome to Flight.
Good God. Okay, here we go. We are ready to go. I'm going to put the cameras in the lower right, and here we go. Let's go 40%. We'll have to see. I'm curious to see if those nameplates fix themselves. Okay, 40%. Release the brakes, and Toga. Oh my gosh, this is horrendous. Look at the stutters. I mean, I have a 4070 Ti Super. This is so annoying when this happens. I apologize. We're at 80 knots. Can you imagine what landing's gonna be like, Bedrock? All right, rotate. And what I love about the AGP is I can put the landing gear up. God, this is almost unplayable. This is almost unplayable. Like you said, Bedrock, when you were flying last night, almost aggravating. Got some weather going on. Yeah, Maple, your Xbox, I bet it is performing better. This is ridiculous. All right, we're gonna continue to climb. Go at a higher rate, climb here. Don't want to overspeed it. Gonna go to climb power. And I do love that you want to calibrate the Ursa Minor throttle, obviously. We're gonna go ahead and do autopilot. Enable that. What's going on? Disable that. 'Cause right now. Why did that happen? Auto throttle wasn't working. Let's see, let's try this again. They've got to be having some sort of, I don't know, but if some of you are actually doing fine, but I think something's going on with Parallel 42, because now I'm looking at bats and your nameplate is like a million miles above you. Hey, okay, can I try to pronounce this? Farhan, the only one. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. We're dealing with performance issues in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like I said, I ran this last night and it was completely fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the flaps up. Yours is good. Got a 5060 Ti. Good to know, TNT. Having no issues from practice. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. I didn't have any issues last night, so appreciate you guys letting me know. I don't know what's going on. I might need to clean out my shaders. Hawkeye's Gaming is in the house. Let's give it up to Hawkeye's Gaming. Says, what is causing all these stutters? Crazy with the 4070 Ti. Dude, if you could tell me, I'd fix it right now. Like I said, I ran this last night. I had no problems. It was smooth as silk, and tonight, of course, it's having problems. At practice, MSFS just acting normal. Yeah, no kidding, practice. Isn't that the truth? We're just going to grin and bear it and keep going. I have no hope that it'll clear itself out, so we're just screwed. We're just going to have to live with it, I'm afraid. Although the landing's going to be just incredibly horrible, because if I'm landing at a frickin' slideshow, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove Flow Pro. Is anybody running Parallel 42 Flow Pro? I bet it is my Flow as well. I gotta stop running Flow when we do these. I just gotta disable it. Delt, you're running it? Are you having any issues? Bedrock goes, your stream looks just like a 1 hour flight that I just flew. I'm using Flow Essentials. It's okay, Bat says. Okay. Bedrock says wasn't running Flow. Delt says no issues. Well, I don't want to restart, but I have a feeling if I were to disconnect and restart the simulator or reboot, clear all my shaders and restart and update my graphics card, I have a feeling it would be fine. Take Flow out. Simblet says he's got Flow Pro, haven't had any issues. I can check global rendering. How many of you are also running? I've also got a lot of stuff running that are having interrupts, right? So there's a lot of communication things from the USB devices. Because I also have the A107, which is MobiFlight. So I'm running that along with SimApp Pro from WINCTRL. That's running. Plus I'm running, as many of you are, landing rate monitor. So I've got all these things on top of it along with OBS. I've also got OBS, which none of you are running OBS right now, I'd assume. So I got a lot of overhead too. So there's a lot of stuff I'm running right now that you all might not be running that are running smooth. But so there's so many variables that it could be anything. But let me look at the rendering here. Global rendering quality is custom. I mean, I've got off-screen terrain pre-caching as ultra. If I change that, maybe I could change that to medium. I mean, the only other ultras, character quality, airport services quantity. I mean, I suppose I could change some of this. DLS rent. Okay. I don't think that's going to do it, honestly. Oh, my God. We'll see. No, we're still having stuttering. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and start freaking testing stuff and seeing what's going on. Woe is me. Shit happens, right? That's what happens when you're relying on Microsoft Flight Simulator. At practice, uninstall Flow, uninstall Microsoft Flight Simulator, reformat M.2, take GPU out, clean it, apply new thermal paste, place GPU in the box, disassemble whole PC, and restart from scratch. There we go. That ought to do it. Oh. Shit or get off the sim. Now you're getting it, Maple. Now you're getting it. Now you got it. Emmett says, perfect takeoff, but model matching sucks. I see everyone in A350s. See, I don't think it has anything to do with multiplayer because I disabled multiplayer and it still is stuttering. So I got a sneaky suspicion it's either Flow or it's one of the things that I have loaded right now that's overhead. He is learning, Semblitz. He is, my friend. He is learning. MSFS is just jealous of ATS. By the way, practice. What was crazy insane is, you know, we did the American Truck Simulator stream. What was that? That was last... Did we do that Thursday? I think that was Thursday last week, yeah. And, dude, that had like 450 views after like less than one day. And look at that. This is a stuttering, flippin' mess. Emmett TNT, I see you back there. We got to ATS once a month, Thursday, and that was insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Sorry, I'm just checking some things here. Let's, you know, we're gonna do some troubleshooting just along the way because we can. You know, I already changed some of those things, but what if we... Let's go and try online select, stream photorealistic. Let's turn off photogrammetry once. Let's just see. I gotta believe, yeah, it's still stuttering. I gotta believe it has to do with some application running. I'm not running. Change high fidelity to simplified on online tab. Hey, sci-fi 2142. I can certainly try that. Simplet says, anyone else getting lag on the stream? I think my internet is hating me today. Well, isn't this fun? So I gotta set stuff back after I test it just to make sure. So let's turn photogrammetry back on. Go ahead and turn that back on. What was the thing that sci-fi made? Sci-fi, sorry. Change high fidelity to simplified on the online tab. Murph had the same problem the other day and he changed that and it fixed it. Okay, good to know. So what was it? So on online tab, you said to change the multiplayer model. Okay, to simplified. Someone else had this problem the other day and they changed it. But you also said, what was the other thing? Change high fidelity to simplified. I'm on the online. Am I just blind and I'm not seeing it? Airline, live weather, multiplayer, multi-servers. I went right past it. Enable voice chat. That's communication. Oh, here, high fidelity. Gotcha. Simplified? Okay, let's try that. But the thing is, I turned off the multiplayer, and then... I'm still having stutters. That's a problem. It's just like so many things, right? You can maybe give it a minute here. Maybe, you know, that's the thing. When you make a change, you like want to give it some time. Absolutely worth a shot. I did that before. I turned off nameplates and it still was. I'll try it again, but it's not. I think what I need to actually do is disable parallel 42, but I can't do that without getting out and back in. I need to delete my shaders. I think CP, that's what I need to do because I haven't done that lately, and I think I need to do that. I can certainly do that. So we can do is go to advanced. Developer mode, and then it's under debug and display frames per second. See, my frame per second are actually good. Look at that. It's like above 100. See, that's why I think it's an interrupt issue. It's not a frame rate issue. It's an interrupt issue. Yeah, but the main thread, that always comes up. Yeah, reboot. That's why I think it's probably one of these applications, because I really, literally, to run the stream with all this gear, I've got so many things that are running. But guys, I do this all the time. You've seen it, and I don't have stuttering issues. So there's just something I need to do, download more RAM. I think I need to clean out the shaders. It's probably the shaders is probably what it is, like CP said, because when I had this before, I've done that, and it seems to fix it. Either that, or it happens to be parallel flow or something, right? I appreciate you guys with the comments and that, but I think it's just I need to reboot, clean out the shaders, update my graphics driver. I've been through this rodeo before. Or any other programs pulling too much, yeah. Simlet says, I found since SU4 main thread was fine for me, however, it could be a lot of latency in the main thread, which means multitask issues like background programs could be as simple as MobiFlight. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The thing is, I don't normally run MobiFlight, but here's the thing, Simblets. Last night, I ran the same flight. I had MobiFlight running. I had everything we're doing tonight. The only thing I didn't have is OBS. OBS wasn't running, so it's probably a combination of it's got to be that OBS is running right now and over top of it. Exactly, Evil. That was my point. I wasn't streaming, so I wasn't running OBS. Although I did start OBS and I did do a capture of a landing, and yeah, that wasn't really streaming, but I was running OBS to capture landing, and I didn't have any problems either. It's just, the thing is, it could be so many things. And it could be like, not just one thing, but it could be like multiple things that together cause the problem, right? So it could be, it's not just one thing. It's like one of those things where it's like a chain of things that are going on that cause the overall issue. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I normally we don't have this problem. We stream twice a week. It's just, tonight's just not the night, I guess. But I'll do some testing. Let's see. Oh, I missed it for TNT. TNT, I missed the, we went above our transition altitude, so we got to do it for TNT. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing, 1 2 3. Syphilis, 1 2 3. Syphilis, testing, 1 2 3. Of course, I'm being a child as usual. We're gonna go to standard pressure so we can pull out. There we go, STD. There we go, standard pressure. There's something going on though, because it's taken a little bit longer. When I pulled that out, it's yeah, it definitely takes longer to go to STD. So something overhead's going on for sure. There's no question. There's an overhead issue. STD, Simblet, safety first, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, my friend. That is right. Right on. All right, well, let's talk about some cool stuff that's happening, that's coming up. So first and foremost, I got to turn down some of the volume things here because that, man, the engines are so loud in this thing. So first off, I want to talk about some stuff that our partners have sent our way. First, again, I want to say thank you to our good friends over at WINCTRL for sending us the great hardware we're demoing tonight and continuously use. Again, I've got the Ursa Minor flight stick on my left. I've got, here, maybe I can do this. I've got the Ursa Minor on the left. I've got the FCU, the EFIS all together. I want to give a shout out to Flight Sim Mods. They have the stand for that. I've got the MICDO, which I don't know if you can see that, but we've got the MICDO right in the center right there. So I've also got the FS mod stand here that you can interchange these panels, which is awesome because they just slide and fit into there. So fantastic. That is awesome. Awesome blossom. The other thing we are using is we've got the AGP32 over here along with the eCam, the Ursa Minor throttle controls. You can't see it. It's down here. It's the Pack 32. We're running the WinControl Ursa Minor pedals. Speaking of stuff that is coming our way, we also have WinControl is sending us their awesome, well, I suspect will be awesome based on their current Orion pedals that we have. There are 32 Orion pedals, Airliner Edition, which will look like the Airbus pedals, so that's awesome. So again, a shout out to WinControl for that. And then of course over here on my right is the amazing ROWSFIRE A107 V3 overhead panel. It has a VESA mount and it can go over our top of us. So again, shout out to our partners there. I also want to let you all know that WingFlex, many of you have been talking and wondering about, hey, when are you going to get the overhead panel? So 2 days ago, WingFlex rep sent me a message and said, hey, what's your address? We're shipping the overhead panel to you along. They've got this cool new stand, you know, their Cube and their Combo and their EFIS. Those all have individual stands, and I've had some of you ask me about, Sim, do those slide around on your desk? And they can. They're a little bit lightweight, and they can. They sent me, they've got this all-inclusive, and I'll give a link in chat for those of you that are interested in the WingFlex, but they sent me their stand. So they're like, we're sending you the overhead, we're sending you the custom overhead stand with the VESA mount, and we're sending you this Combo Cube for the EFIS FCU and their Combo Cube. all of that, and it was supposed to come tomorrow. All of it's supposed to come tomorrow. Then I get an email yesterday, and actually had Oz Flight Simmer reach out to me. He's like, hey, Sim, are you getting the overhead? I got a notification from WingFlex that they're not sending me the overhead panel. They had some basically supply issues. And I'm like, no, I think it's all coming. And then as soon as I said that, I went and I checked my email, and the rep from WingFlex apologized and said, hey, we actually have a supply issue with an adapter for their overhead stand. It's not the overhead stand or the overhead panel itself, but the stand that they're shipping. And they're like, because of this, we decided to hold off on shipping it to you, and we'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible. But we are still sending you the combo cube stand. So that should be arriving tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm appreciative of it, but I'm like, what a letdown, because I know a lot of you are waiting to see the overhead panel, and I'm ready to test it out. But it'll come, they'll get it sent. But then I'm going to plan on doing a comparison between the ROWSFIRE A107 V3. If somebody would type in !ROWSFIRE, there'll be a link to that. And the actual WingFlex that we've all been waiting for. And many of you may have seen me do a interview with WingFlex of their overhead panel. And it's ROWSFIRE, Bats. Thank you. But so, you know, I was doing the interview with them. Thank you, Simblitz. And I was doing an interview with them and talking to them and that was during the 2026 or 2025 rather Flight Sim Expo that I was talking with them, and they're like, yeah, we're going to send this out to you. And so here we are, still waiting. Actually, that might, now that I think about that, maybe that was back at Las Vegas, wasn't it? That they said they were shipping it out. I don't know. I get them all mixed up. Time's a weird thing. So anyway, we'll get their combo cube thing, and I'll demo that. It's fine. It's about $138, and I do appreciate them sending it. But what a letdown! I was like, I'm like ready to compare it, but it'll come. But I'll give you all updates on that when it comes.
Salutations.
Richard Clark is in the house. Everybody say hello to Richard in chat. Richard, good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream, my friend. Appreciate it. Simblitz says I do the same all the time. You're in good company then. Let me get caught up on chat. Let's see. Yeah, so there's the link to it. And how much is it? I think it's like 100. The ROWSFIRE, it's like 300 and what was it? $379.99. So, you know, $380 now. The as many of you know, the WingFlex overhead panel is at, I think, $600. It's like $599.99. So considerably more. So this panel, you know, this overhead panel from ROWSFIRE, you can get for a little less than 2/3 of the cost of the WingFlex. Now the WingFlex is going to be bigger. From what I remember, it might actually have the buttons placed in a more close to the actual overhead panel that you would find with the Airbus. There are some differences in this that ROWSFIRE did to just make it more compact. They have an A106 version that's really compact. It's a lot cheaper. But anyway, I do like this panel. It's growing on me. So we'll do we'll check out the WingFlex once it comes in. And then I'll do a full comparison so you can all see that. But I am looking forward to that. So that's coming some point. And hopefully they'll get it to us in the next week or two. The other thing I wanted to mention is we have the WinControl Orion rudder pedals that are the airliner version. And a few other things. Our friends over at Pimax, they have a discount code, which I'll put in chat here, for their Pimax Crystal and their Pimax Crystal Super, which they sent my way, which I've got a few videos out there, which is pretty amazing. It has some of its own issues that I'll talk about in a full review. I've already got, but I do like it. It's a little bit heavy, and it's got this huge cord that tethers, but the quality is in the device, and it is a good quality item. Expensive, $1,800, so it's not cheap. But I do have a discount code and they're having a gift card that you can get. I think it's like $80 off for their gear that I'll have to put in chat. So shout out to Pimax. But we got some good products that we're going to be highlighting and demoing and going over. But I can't wait to get the wing flick so I can compare it with the ROWSFIRE. But again, I want to say thank you to ROWSFIRE and WINCTRL and Flight Sim Mods for being partners and sending us this cool gear. And I still have it. All right, let's see. Are we at top of climb? No, we're not at top of climb. And right now, I'm showing top of climb being at approximately 0441. So if we go over here, and actually if we look at the camera here, I can see I've got the UTC 431. You can see it counting up here if you can see it there, and you can see it in the virtual cockpit as well. And so we've got not too far off. We only have, it's 441, it's 437. So we got about 3 minutes, and we'll be at top of climb. What just happened? Hey, we got Emmett the Nemesis has been a member for 21 months. Let's give a shout out to Emmett the Nemesis for being a member for 21 months. Appreciate it. Awesome. Emmett says, come on 1 year. Thank you, my friend. And again, thank you to Richard Clark. It says greetings and salutations, being a member for 32 months. Guys, I appreciate all the rest of you for being continued supporters of the stream. Definitely appreciate it, and supporters of the channel. I forgot to turn off my lights, so I'm going to turn those lights off here, as you can see me. Wing lights already off, and we're good. But friends, thank you so much for your support. Richard Clark and Emmett the Nemesis and the rest of you. Emmett, again, great to hear that you're doing well, my friend. Well, once we get up to top of climb, we'll take a quick break, grab ourselves an orange whip. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and set this to 40 so we can zoom out a little bit, and we're going to set the right MFD to 80. Nice and simple. All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm excited that we will be checking out some of this stuff coming up. We'll come on one more year. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else we can talk about? Man, I am so dreading the landing. CP65, if you're still here, you can't grade me tonight, because if I'm having stuttering issues tonight, you can't grade me, because that's not fair, man. Because I'll be coming in as a slideshow. It won't be fair to me. Still here, I figured. Is that fair? You can't grade me? I mean, or at least you can grade me, but maybe factor that in. He says, sure. Oh, shoot. Well, friends, I am so glad you're all here, and it's been a blast. 2025, what a great... I'll judge you, says Bats. I mean, I'm sure you will, Bats. What a great year 2025 has been. We're hoping that 2026 is even better. And so looking forward to 2026 with all of you. Again, Flight Sim Expo. Hopefully you all can make it. Again, check out the link below. Register using that if you're planning on going there and you haven't registered yet. But it's going to be a lot of fun. As Silver Killer says, who is going to attend Flight Sim Expo 26? Dial up looking landing. There you go, Steve. That's right. It's probably what it's going to look like, my friend. Hey, we've had to live with it before, and other streamers have had to live with it. I'm pretty sure last time it was Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I don't know. And look at that. Proctus dropping in a $5 dono. Thank you, Proctus. Proctus saying this one is on me. Proctus, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $5 dono. Love you, buddy. Appreciate the support, man. It's good to see you. And you'll be there, right, Proc? Proctus, have you registered? I think you said you registered. You better have, or I'm coming down to Texas and dragging your ass up there. And will Mrs. Proctus be with you this year? She was with you last year. Right. Let's see here. And thank you for dropping in the emojis, guys. Silver Killer and Mats. Always love it when you guys give some support. Hey, hell, I'll do the same. For our good friend Proctus. Hell, I'll do some blue sky, some orange whips. And Proctus, here's for the road, a couple STDs for you. Courtesy of me and TNT. Proctus says, yep, we'll be there. She's not coming this time, though. Well, you know, sorry we're not going to see the missus, but, you know, sometimes that's makes things, it's just a different experience, right? Don't want to say it's better or worse, just different. I still going to try to see if I can get Mrs. Symphonetic up there. I don't know if she's going to come this year because, I mean, I'm like, hun, perfect opportunity. We don't have to pay airfare for you and the kids, and maybe could bring the kids and her up. We'll see. This summer, my daughter will be back, so we'll see. I might have the whole family. I reserved the hotel room. By the way, I'm going to be staying in the Hampton Inn and Suites. I think it's Hampton Inn and Suites with Silver Killer and Bats and a few of the others. Practice, did you get reserved at Hampton Inn? We can have just the boys. There's some benefits into that. Again, I didn't want to say it's better or worse, right? Don't want to get in trouble with the missus, for me or the rest of you, right? Don't want to get in trouble. Avoid that like the plague, fellas. All right, we are at top of climb at flight level 330. Friends, thank you again for joining tonight. There's plenty left in the stream. We aren't going to hit top of descent until 5:16. And according to my sundial, actually, that's not that far away. That's about 33 minutes. But let's go ahead and take about a 7-minute break, 5 to 7 minute break, and get yourselves set up for an orange whip. We'll be back for a pretty interesting landing and approach with the slideshow stuttering shit that's happening to me tonight. But we'll see how we do, friends. But nonetheless, stick around. There's plenty to come, and I'll be right back, friends. Short break. Grab yourselves an orange whip and a Fresca if you want. Be right back, friends. We'll get those nameplates back on, too. So that didn't help. I forgot to turn them back on. There we go. There's Big Steve. There's the rest. That's weird. Those nameplates are not matching up. I bet it's Pro. I gotta believe it's Flow. I don't know. Who knows? Be right back. Okay, I know I'm back a little early, but I just had an idea. See, sometimes when you go to the bathroom, you can do some of your best thinking. And I remembered there was a couple things that just all of a sudden dawned on me. Remember when we got above the transition altitude? I'm before everybody else is still probably at a potty break. But before we got to transition altitude, I did the went to standard pressure, a bio whip. That's right, and it delayed a little bit. You all probably didn't see it, but it delayed a little bit on my left and right EFIS, and so I'm like, oh. And then I recalled, hey, wait a minute. There was an update from SimApp Pro. Like, there was an update from SimApp Pro, and then I thought, is there maybe something that's with that? But then I thought, well, maybe not, because I used it last night and it was okay. But in any case, there was an update that I did not do because I was like, well, I don't want to make any changes right before we start. So I think what I'm going to do is once we land, because we're going to see how that's going to be like. Once we land, if you all want to experience and do a little live troubleshooting with me, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep OBS running so the stream continues to go. As long as it isn't OBS that's causing it. Could be OBS. But I'm not going to reboot the computer and all that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep the live stream going once we land. And then I'll have Bats and Silver Killer. Are you guys going to watch and do the grading on the landing challenges? I think you usually do. So while you guys are doing that, after I land, I'm going to do some live troubleshooting with you guys, because I know some of you have been dealing with stuttering issues as well. And so thank you guys. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to live stream troubleshoot it. So I'm going to get out of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm going to kill SimApp Pro. I'm going to kill landing rate monitor. I'm going to kill what's the other thing I wanted to kill? Oh, I'm going to kill MobiFlight, and then I'm going to relaunch. Oh, and Parallel 42. That for sure. I'm going to kill those four things. I'm going to kill Parallel 42. Okay, you with me so far, friends? So I'm going to kill Flow. Then I'm going to relaunch Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then with you all watching, we're going to see if we still have the stuttering. If we don't, then we know, yep, it's one of those things. And then I'll continue to troubleshoot it back. If it isn't that, and we still have stuttering, then what I will plan on doing, not live, but I will go ahead and yet tonight, probably on my own, because it bugs me when this shit happens. Does it bug you, people? Like when you have something that isn't going right, like normally your stuff's working fine, and then it doesn't work, and you got to like, I'm like almost OCD about it. I got to figure it out. Kind of like the Fenix update I'll mention here and how I got it fixed, the Fenix A320 update fixed, because it was crapping out on me last night. So I'm going to try that. So if since Silver Killer and Bats are going to watch the landing challenges, I'm going to live stream troubleshoot the stuttering issues of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we'll see if we can't figure out what is causing, what's the culprit, right? Let me get checked out, caught up here. Real CFF says, that reminds me, a long time ago I invented a periodical intended to be read only on the toilet. I called the toilet paper entertaining while you're streaming. While you're straining? There goes Real CFF. Are we there yet? No, did you grab your orange whip there, CFF? Troubleshot in Discord. Del can help and others. Yes, sir. But I'm gonna try that and see how it goes. Before I've had this problem, but we've been fine actually for quite a while. It just happened tonight, but you know, tonight I am running Parallel 42. We're doing commercial flight, and yeah. Trying to remember, since we last did our commercial flight, did I have a Windows update? When was Patch Tuesday? Have we done a commercial flight since Patch Tuesday? Because we had, I don't know if we have. Hold on, let me check. Let me go. Let's see. When is the last time we had a commercial flight, friends? If we go live. Last time we did a commercial flight, well, that was 2 weeks ago. We didn't have any problems then. That would have been after Patch Tuesday, right? Yeah, that would have been after Patch Tuesday, because Patch Tuesday is the second Tuesday of every month. Steve says, some of the best songs were written on the toilet. It's so true. Yeah, we haven't done a commercial flight in a while. So, you know, we did a commercial flight. Let me do this. Let me go into my content. Go to live tab. Okay, so let me take a look. See our last. So we did the ROWSFIRE A107 live stream. That was on December 17th. So we would have had December 17th. That would have been past Patch Tuesday. So we did do that. We didn't have any problems during that. And we were running ROWSFIRE. So we would have been running the Mobi flight and everything else. So I don't think I was running Parallel 42 flow then, though. I'll have to go back and check. We would have ran GSX. So like if I remember right, we were running everything else. The one before that was a commercial flight, was also the ROWSFIRE. That was December 13th. Wait a minute. December 13th. What? Did we do two commercial flights in a row? That doesn't make sense. We did. So we did two, and we didn't have any of these problems. And we did the ROWSFIRE A107 B3 overhead panel then too. So we did one on December 13th, and that was a public live stream. And then we did another one on December 17th that we streamed. That was a public live stream, and we didn't have these stuttering issues. So, yeah, anyway, we'll have to figure it out. One of the things I think is odd, though, is like the Parallel 42 with the nameplates being so far off, it seems like there's something going on with Parallel 42. And even though it's running fine for some of you, you know, it's just that thing where it's just that one additional thing that could just take everything to the edge and cause issues. And I did do a clean, I did a reboot. I didn't do a cold start before the stream tonight. And a lot of times I'll do a cold start, so it could be something with that. Ooh, I wonder if that's what it was, because I did accidentally launch. I wonder if that's it, because I accidentally launched Microsoft. Ooh, I bet that's it. I accidentally launched Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I meant to launch 2024. And earlier today, Silver Killer, remember when you said, hey, Sim, USA West server is down. Make sure you're on the East server. And I went to go set that before I forgot, and I accidentally clicked my shortcut on my taskbar for 2020. I have seen stuttering if you load 2020 and then load 2024 after that. I've actually isolated it. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is. I bet it's because I launched 2020 and then I launched 2024. Although I did reboot, so you'd think they would clear that out. But there's sometimes some weird crap that can happen with memory in that, whether it's VRAM or within the system memory. That could have been it. Good question. Check if 2020 is stuck in the background. I'll do that, TJ. That's a good thought. Because I did accidentally launch. Let me make sure that did kill. God, wouldn't that trip down memory lane here, trying to troubleshoot and think, well, what the hell could this be? Oh my gosh, if that was still running. What's with all the Edge stuff running? Holy crap. I'm not even running Microsoft Edge, and I've got 1 million Microsoft Edge tasks running. Hold on, let me kill that. Holy shnikes. Hold on, did I just kill Mobi Flight? I might have just killed Mobi Flight. Hold on. Nope, I didn't kill it. Okay, I'm just making sure. We're gonna figure this shit out, friends. When do we land? Hold on. Where's the top of descent? Oh, God. Did I already pass it? No! No, we haven't passed it yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. We got 15 minutes. I'm going to set my sundial just so I don't forget, friends. Don't forget to set your sundial. Make sure you set your sundial. You don't want to miss the top of descent. And I think our what's our first intercept there, Silver Killer in practice? Is it like 1,200 feet? Sci-Fi says, Microsoft, gotta love it, yes. I'm sure I broke it, yeah. CFF. Or CP. Let me see here. Nope, it's still stuttering. But I still have a bunch of Microsoft Edge WebView. I think that's what MobiFlight uses. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've got 24 MS Edge WebView 2.exe processes running right now. You don't suppose that's a problem? Holy shnikes. Runtime Broker, a bunch of SimApp stuff, a bunch of OBS stuff. SimApp Pro, which I'd expect. A million SVC hosts, which is normal. Silver Gallows 4,000. Sounds like a virus. No, I think what it is MobiFlight. MobiFlight is enabled. And so I bet it's MobiFlight that has all those processes, because it uses a lot of... I believe it uses that. I don't know for sure. I could probably try killing that. Should I try killing that MS Edge? I'm afraid if... Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me do something here really quick. Does MobiFlight use MS Edge WebView 2.exe? No evidence that it uses it. Some UI panels use WebView 2. Add-on managers, in-game panels, or external dashboards, browser-based overlays. All right, I'm not going to kill that because I don't want to mess something up. OBS. But TJ, no, I'm not seeing... I'm going to close Chrome. Let me kill Snaz. I'm just like killing stuff right now. Anything that does polling, just to make sure, you know, it's not a polling issue. Let's see, conhost.exe. What the hell is that? Same thing Chrome does. What's conhost.exe? I don't know, that one's not, doesn't look familiar to me. Manages consoles and window command line prompts. So I'm sure that has something to do. High CPU usage for no reason. Oh, OBS. Here, look at this. If you're seeing it during MSFS OBS stutters, MSFS tools, add-ons, or even OBS plugins may spawn command line helpers that creates a conhost.exe instance. Suddenly spiking CPU, multiple instances appearing rapidly. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like Flow uses different. I mean, like Flow, just to be able to interact with the game, it's got to be pulling it constantly. I don't know. We're gonna figure this shit out, though, friends. But like I said, we will let Silver Killer and Bats do the landing challenges. And once we get landed, and I'm going to exit out of Flight Simulator and start killing stuff. And it could be as simple as the shaders. The shaders doesn't make sense to me, though, because I didn't have any problems with the shaders last night. And I did this whole route, and I had no problem. Mr. Sundown, he says, I'm so glad I don't work in IT anymore. And I know I still do. I know I sometimes wonder about that. Oh, the simple days, Mr. Sundown, right? Oh, the good old days. It's the good old days when you didn't have to worry about all the variables and all the shit it could be. Watch, it'll end up being it'll be just a shit. Now, the 2020, it could be the 2020 launching, though, because your shaders are shared, right? The shaders, I mean, I know Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 has its own, that the shaders go to your common DX diag and your common shaders directory within NVIDIA and within, oh my God, I bet it's 2020. I launched 2020, and I bet that screwed me up because that was today. That's got to be it. That's got to be it, friends. I'm going to guess that that's it. I launched 2020. It probably it probably corrupted some shaders. And because I did that today, last night I ran the same flight, had no problems. We know it's not multiplayer because I disabled multiplayer. It's got to be the fact I loaded 2020. It probably launched some shaders that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is using that shared with 2020, and now it's having this problem. Steve Mellon says unplug it and plug it back in. I think that's the key, right? I'm convinced that's what it is. Now that I think about it with all of you out loud. It's the 2020 shit. 2020 has had some shaders that it and it corrupted something. So I gotta clean the shaders out. I'll guarantee it. I guarantee that's what it is. I guarantee it because I haven't had this problem for the longest time, and that's got to be it. How frustrating. Oh, well, as long as that's what it is and got it figured out, then I'll do that after the stream. Clear out the shaders, do the shader purge, and then we'll be fine next time. Works with everything else, exactly. Unplug it and plug it back in, yeah. Because I did do a reboot before the stream. I bet that's what it is. Oh, all because I hit the wrong damn shortcut. You know what? When it's something as simple as that. Oh, for the love. All right, on a lighter note, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing? Having a good night? Hey, by the way, check this out. This is something that's kind of cool about GSX. We're going to do a cabin tour. So we'll go ahead and do a cabin tour. And we're going to open this up. And look, this is kind of cool. You see all the passengers. We got the passengers here. Look at this. Anybody else have GSX? So we got actually, I'd be a little taller. Here, we'll go a little taller. So we get the feeling that we're actually here. A lot of the same people. You can see there's a little bit of stuttering even doing this. Are we go? Yes, 25 left exactly, Emmett. Yep. Remember not to mess with the jump seat. No kidding. You got that right, CP. Yeah, Sci-Fi, you might have missed that at the beginning. So I am going to uninstall 2020. So I'm in the process of testing and moving all my 2020 stuff over. But that is my plan to actually, I think this weekend, once I get everything moved over and tested, I am going to delete 2020. And I actually use a product I recommend you all check out. And this is going to be the thing that I'll talk about here about how I fixed the Fenix A320 updater program, the installer. But I use something that's called, I know a lot of you use, is FS Add-ons Linker or MS Add-ons Linker, and it's great. But I was trying to do the Fenix updater to the latest version. Is it 3.19 or something like that? And it kept conking out. Now, I fixed it before by deleting the database file. I think it's in C, program data, Fenix, and inside of that there is an app folder, and in there is the database file. It's like a .db file. And the last time I had it conk out on me, I just deleted that and then it reinstalled everything. That didn't work. It would act like it was updating in the installer for the update for the A320, and it would just stop. And it would just stop. Well, that's interesting. So I deleted the database file. Didn't work. So I deleted. I found a forum post on Phoenix, and it said, okay, delete the A320, the A319, 321 in your community folder, delete the program files Phoenix folder, and delete the database, all of that. So I deleted everything, plus add and remove programs. I deleted the Phoenix installer and everything. Still did not fix it. Still conked out on me. It just died. And I'm like sitting there going, what in the... I spent like 2 hours on this last night, and I was like, about 2 hours. What in the hell? And I was like, what is going on? And I didn't figure it out last night. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it and just figure it out tomorrow. So today I had a eureka moment, and I thought, wait a minute. The Phoenix installer, for those of you that have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 like I do, I was like, wait a minute. I have one of those symbolic links for 2020 that has the A320 in it, and I thought, I wonder if it's trying to update both versions, because you ever notice that if you update one or the other, it does both of them at the same time? I'm like, I wonder if it's something to do with the symbolic linker for 2020, and I've never had this problem before, but I'm just like, it's just a thought, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try to delete the 2020, basically the 2020 add-ons out of the FS Links add-on in the community and get rid of the symbolic linker. I deleted both of those. Guess what? Boom. Update worked. And that fixed it. So if any of you are having an issue with the latest update for the Airbus, the Fenix Airbus, and you are running 2020 and you're running 2024, and you happen to have even if you're not using FS Linker, add-ons linker, if you are using a symbolic link to 2020 or in 2024, that's what happened. So that fixed it. Evo says you should have already uninstalled 2020 by now. I know, right? I know. All right, what is our intercept altitude here, friends? Let me check. My sundial on my watch is going off, my timer, that is. So let's see. Could be track IR as well. I guess I could kill track IR. I have track IR working, but that normally doesn't have problems. But that has a polling mechanism. I don't suppose it's that. I doubt it. I'm convinced it's the shaders. I'm convinced. But I'll kill that too when we do our test once we land. Because the shaders, I'm not going to be able to... I got to reboot and everything, so I'm not going to be able to live test that with y'all. But we'll at least eliminate all these other add-ons being the problem. Except for OBS. And I'll post in Discord once I figure out what it is and confirm it's the shaders or whatever it is that's doing it. But let's see here. Intercept 4000. Oh, thanks, Silver. You already said that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set our FCU, as you can see here. We're going to go ahead and set this guy. Let's see if this will... it's not going to come into focus, but trust me, I'm going to manipulate this. I'm going to go down to 4,000, and there we go. It's at 4,000, so we should be good. 4,000 it is. All right. Almost there. So we are going to start descending in about... Oh, enter destination data. Got to do that. So I'm going to go to performance. And you're not seeing me on the MIG-DO, but I'm going to go to next phase. Next phase. Anybody have the QNH? Go over here in my flights. Look at the weather on arrival. And we've got 1011. So I'm going to dial that in. QNH. Our temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. I'll dial that in. Our winds are at the arrival airport are 260 at 6 knots. 260 at 6. You're not seeing me, but I'm typing this in. And as you can see now, I'm going to go over to the right here, and then you can see I now have it all entered in for our approach. And so we can see it's 145 is our approach there, and we should be at top of descent in just about And here we go. Let's go ahead and do top of descent. And so let's go ahead and push the button in, and we'll start beginning our descent. Hey, I see Big Steve over there. Big Steve, what's up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? How many of you have your orange whips ready? Get them out. Get them ready. This is going to be a shit show approach and landing with a slideshow, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. 10-12? 10-12 it is. Thank you, Silver Killer. Appreciate you, brother. Did I put 10-12 in? Let me double check. I had 10-11. Close enough. So many things to fail at the day they pick. Yeah, I know, right, Evo? Problems could be this, and one day it's that, then the next day could be that. I know, Evo. That's so true, man. It's so true. That's the problem. Like, when you have, like, all this additional hardware and add-ons and different things that you have piled on and layered, right? You got this stack of stuff. They call it a stack, right? You got OBS, you got Windows, you got like the various versions of the web browser. You've got we've got Streamlabs, we got the bot, we've got LRM, we've got all of the, we got SimApp Pro, we've got all the additional things, MobiFlight, all this stuff that's completely layered on that stack, and it just takes one thing that could cause problems. It's either out of date, isn't up to snuff. It could be a Windows update, it could be Windows, it could be freaking DirectX, it could be .NET Framework. I mean, one file in the whole stack is just too many items, make it worse to figure out. It is so hard. That's why simple is the best. You're right. And usually, you know, we do all right, but that's exactly what I do, Evo. It's like when I start having problems like this, I'll start back to simple. I'll remove everything that I'm not using out of the community folder. And that's the other thing it could be, because I've been moving everything into my community folder in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It could be one of the 2020 packages that I moved into here. But here's the thing. Always remember the last change, or remember the last time you had things running smoothly and what was the last change between then and there. So that's what I did. And thinking about it tonight, I was fine last night when I flew this exact same route, running all the same hardware and everything. I even was running LRM bats. And the only thing that changed is I launched 2020 today by accident. So I'm thinking it's a shaders issue. It could be something else, but I'm thinking it's a shaders. I'm thinking launching 2020 did something with one of the shared shader files and corrupted it, and now I got a shit show like bats did. Yeah. I'm going to, Evo. I'm going to uninstall it, my friend, for sure. Avoid that problem, right, in the future. All right. Well, we have begun our descent, friends. It looks like we are right on par with the green dot right here, being right centered, which we want to see. We're a little fast, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, on my, and we can see I've got the speed brake going because we go over to the eCam. Here we got the speed brake going. And what we're doing is we're looking for it to, this magenta triangle, to get right in the center here. And once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and remove the speed brakes. So you're going to see that. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And what did Big Steve do? Big Steve, my friend, my pal. Let's give it up to Big Steve. Thank you, sir. Look at that. 30 months membership of the private pilot. Let's give it up to Steve for the 30 months. Thank you, Steve, so much from the bottom of my heart, man. Big Steve, for your support. That's all I'm going to do, Big Steve, for the Symphony Shuffle. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your continued support, along with all of you. I love every one of you. I do. I mean that, too. You know this. You see me at Flight Sim Expo or any of these streams. Thanks, Big Steve. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. 30 months putting up with me for 30 months. My gosh, how do you guys do it? I often wonder this. I do want to say another shout out to Proctus for that $5 dono. Thank you, sir, Proctus. Thank you, Emmett the Nemesis, for the 21 months of your continued support. And then, of course, we can't forget Richard Clark for the 32 months of being a member as well. Friends, thank you so much. Atlas Hearts, becoming a member. Appreciate your membership tonight as well. And then, of course, all of you, the regulars, my moderators, all of you that continue to be here, put up with my shenanigans every single stream. Appreciate it, friends. Live weather has lightning. Nice. Okay, it's still stuttering. For a minute there, I thought the stuttering stopped. I'm like, oh my gosh. Where sometimes you almost don't want it to be, like, resolve itself because for me, I want to figure out exactly what the culprit was. Because as long as it's still stuttering, that's like, okay, good. Now I can start eliminating things. I can figure out exactly what the problem was, right? Live weather has lightning. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we're starting to go a little fast here, so I'm going to go ahead and deploy the speed brake again. So we're going to go ahead and put the spoilers up. And I just did that. You can see them coming up as we see Big Steve off our left wing here. Take a screenshot of that. It's user error. I would, you know what, CP, if I would never expect anything different from you, my friend. It was user error. I launched frickin' 2020 and frickin' corrupted my shaders earlier today. Now I didn't have time to test it because I tested it. See, I usually try to find time to test it, at least do a run through to make sure everything's ready for the day, for the night, you know, the night before for the very next day stream like tonight. So last night I was testing it. Everything was perfect. I felt good. I was like, I feel great. Everything ran perfectly. I had a great smooth flight. No problems anywhere. And so it was user error. I clicked the frickin' 2020 shortcut, and I'm thinking that's what did it. That's what did it. That's at least what my guess is right now. It's only a guess. It's a theory. It's a theory. Got to start somewhere. Start with a theory. All right, friends. I am going to be right back because we still have a ways to go yet as we descend here. And Evo says he sees it. Cool. I'll be right back. I got to check on something really quick. I'll be right back. All right. How are we doing on our descent profile, friends? Let's check it out. Check it out. It's looking good. Looking good. We're gonna go to arrival performance. And 25 left is right. Refresh METAR. There's our METAR. We are at 1012, so we're good there. Apply METAR. There we go. All right. Let's go to charts. And what we're going to do, again, you have to have, to get the charts to work, you got to have SimBrief and Navigraph charts. So we're going to go to, well, you don't have to have SimBrief, but you need to have Navigraph charts. SimBrief just helps put it right to where you have to need, right where you need to go. So let's scroll down here. Airport info. So we'll go here. And there's the airport we're coming in, and we're going to land on 25 left. So we're coming in here. So here's our terminal area. So we're going to be exiting the runway to the right. All right. Piece of cake, except for the fact we're going to land with a freaking slideshow. I can feel it. I know it's going to happen. You're all going to laugh at me. You're going to do one of these. You're going to do this right here, CP65. That's what you're going to do to me. I try to land this in a slideshow. But you're all in good company because we've all had the problem before, right? With performance issues. Big Steve says hello. Wash your hands, I hope. Hey, Carbolette 156. How is it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Everybody say hello to Carbolette. Is this the first time you've been to our live stream, or are you one of those folks that changed your gamer tag or your YouTube name here? You guys always keep me, you guys and gals always keep me on my toes. On my toes. You change your names, and then I'm like, what happened? All right. TNT up there in A321. TNT, how you doing? TNT, did you do your check? Here we go. We got standard pressure. We're below 11,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead in our beautiful wind control. We're going to go ahead and push this in and go to 1012. And we're going to do over the first officer as well and drop that to 1012. Didn't really change much in terms of the pressure, so that's good. That's good. Very nice. Kerbalette says, been here a few times, just can't be regular, need more fiber. I guess. That's awesome. You all crack me up. You know, I sometimes think I'm witty. Okay, I know I'm giving myself a lot of credit there. But you all are amazing. Pilot Rick says, bad weather. Great. That's what I need. I need weather to make it more interesting for my slideshow approach here. Thanks, Pilot Rick. Appreciate it. Thanks for the heads up, brother. That's all I need. Let's see how it goes. We've dealt with this before, though. Bad weather, Microsoft performance issues. It never freaking ends, does it? Never ends. Always something, right, Pilot Rick? You know, remember the good old days when it was SimLogic. Actually, I'd never wish for it to us to go back to those days. Oh my gosh, DOS. Remember DOS 3.0? Oh, God, Emmett. Delta 7158 on the goal, alt too high. There you go. Are you guys already watching the planes come in? We got the landing challenge that's already engaged. What's going on? Hey, I'm sure you have, Bats, but in our Discord server, friends, we have a channel there, and Bats has been doing an impeccable job, actually, on recording the landing challenges so we don't have to go back later and figure out, or I don't have to go back later because I don't do it. We clearly know that. We don't even have the landing challenge winner for 2024 and 2025 because I'm just lazy. And so, but yeah, so we got oh yeah, he's got it ready to go here. Look at this, 7:09 p.m. He has it. Airport WIII. So he's ready for the winners. Great job, Bats. That's good. With DOS, you had to know what you were doing just to use it. Yep. Absolutely. Good old DOS. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sammy, but is stuff running smoothly now? No, it's still stuttering a little bit. For a second there, I thought, but see, like, as we saw earlier, we don't have a frame rate issue. We're like at 80 to 100, over 100 frames per second. So we don't have it's a stuttering issue. It's not a frame rate issue. There's a difference, folks. There's a difference between stutters and frame rates. And you all know this. It's not like I'm giving you any information you don't already know, but we checked out the frame rates earlier, and we were like 80 to over 100 frames per second, so it wasn't that when we were running into the stuttering bull crap. Oh, man, look at these low-hanging clouds. Great. Great. What's our minimums, by the way? What's the minimums, Silver Killer? Are we at, like, minimums of 350 or something like that? Lay it on me, brother. What's the minimums for a RNAV approach? Wasn't it like 450 if I remember right? Oh, great. Evo Ego Sky says that crosswind gust on landing was crazy. That's what I need. I need a freaking a gusty crosswind and very low visibility for my I'll be like a stuttering freaking event coming up here. It's nobody can rate me on this one. It's going to be a shit show. I know it. You all just wait. You all just wait. It's going to be bad. My wife sometimes say, she says, Darren, you are such a pessimist. I'm like, no, I'm a realist. Oh, yeah, we're stuttering. Those damn shaders, I tell you. It's the damn shaders. Evo says, I almost went around, but landed. Nice. Kerbelat says, rum and Coke, I hope. Nope, I'm actually having a little bit of whiskey and Diet Coke. Close, though. Close. I did debate rum and Coke, buddy. I did debate it. Like, nah, I'm gonna stick with the little bit of the whiskey and diet. It's a whiskey kind of night, especially with all the problems with the stuttering we've had tonight. It's been a whiskey kind of night, you know. Rum is like kind of that feel good. Yeah, I want to have a little Captain Morgan, a little spiced rum. Things are peachy keen. Whiskey's kind of like, I feel good, but I want to kill something. The Diet Coke will kill you, CP says. I'm thoroughly convinced, CP6565, that anything that you consume will kill you, unless you're like eating nothing but vegetables and all natural. Kerbelat says, Scotch malt, my go-to. No add-ons installed. Maybe ice if it's a warm day. There you go. That's awesome. I do like Scotch. It can't be too PT for me, though. Kerbelat. I can't have it too PT, my friend. I don't want it to taste like I'm drinking a bottle of something out of a bog somewhere, right? But, yeah, I get you. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, LS. Are we already ready for landing? Oh, my God. We're ready for landing. Okay, let's hit LS. LS. And approach. And Ugsul is supposed to be, oh, we're already past that. So we're a little high, but we're still probably okay. I'm going to go ahead and do volume all the way on. We're going to go ahead and arm our spoilers. We are going to go ahead. Man, I'm like way behind the aircraft here. Sorry, friends. We're going to go ahead and turn on the nose light, landing lights, wing lights on. I messed up.
2,500.
Oh my gosh, we can't see shit. All right, let's go another flaps. Landing gear, let's come down. Landing gear coming down. And I feel the rumble in the, here, let me do this. I'm gonna put the cameras underneath so you can all see it. We want to get it down to about 145, I think it is. Performance tab is 145 flaps full. Oh yeah, I'm picking up the crosswinds right now. Looking for the runway. Evo's like, was I not clear, Bat? Oh, the stutters. This isn't going to help the stuttering, but I'm going to turn off the... just for now, the nameplates. Let's go ahead and put in our last notch of flaps. We're going to go ahead and do that. And here we go. This is going to suck. On the downwind for 2.5 left on the go-around. Oh, Emmett, you did a go-around? Oh no! Say it isn't so. You did a go around. Oh. I'm still not seeing. But look at our speeds right now, dropping up and down. Oh, there's the runway. Okay, I got the runway. Man, there is some serious crosswinds. This is not good. This is not good. Think Top Gun. This is not good. This is not good.
500.
500 feet. Let's go ahead and disable autopilot. Autopilot disabled. My aircraft. Oh, please, God, let it be smooth. At least that I can land this thing. Oh, there's the crosswind, Emmett. Holy shnikes. I don't know, guys. I can't promise anything with the stutters.
100.
Yep, there they go. There's the stuttering.
50, 40, 30. Retard.
Jeez. Oh, a little bit.
Retard.
All right, reversers in. Oh, we got crosswind. Holy shit. Holy crap. We must be having like some serious thunderstorms, right? The CP gives me a 10 out of 10. I know that's bullshit. Oh, we got her down though, friends. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, but I know you're lying to me. Let's see. Are we still in reverse mode? Oh, yeah. We can get that out of there. There we go. Pull the flaps up. And this is my favorite part, friends. Check this out. This is what I love. So I'm going to put on the overview of the A107. I'm going to put it on a parking brake. And now I can turn this to taxi. We can turn our landing lights off, our runway turn off light on. We're going to go ahead and turn our wing light off. Strobes are going to stay the same. And then what we can do is we can hit the APU, the master APU. If we look up here, the blue light's lighting up. And we give it about a 3-second delay, and then we hit start. And now we can get our APU going. And I love that because, like, if I pull off, I can do all that rather than, like, looking up here and verifying everything is working. So, anyway, just wanted to show you all that because it is a nice feature. Evo says you could have crashed, but you didn't, so it's good. Appreciate it. All right, let's get over to the tarmac, but I'm going to go ahead and exit. Bats and Silver Killer are watching, so while they're watching, I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I would do. So let's go ahead and start troubleshooting the issues that we had with the stuttering, and maybe we can figure out why are we having, who just landed there, the stuttering effect. So I'm going to go ahead and reset all this, but I'm going to go out. And I'm going to stay with all of you. But we had the stuttering, so I'm going to go ahead and quit the desktop. Now I'm going to stay with all of you. I'm not going to kill OBS. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disable many of the add-ons. But I've got a feeling it's the shaders. So what I'm about to do right now is not going to fix the problem, but we're going to see if it does. So right now I'm going to kill SimApp Pro. And so that's off. I'm going to kill MobiFlight. So that's off. I'm also going to go ahead and kill Track IR. I'm going to kill LRM. What did I get on LRM, by the way? I got to check LRM really quick. Negative 226. I'll take that. What do you think, CP? I'll take negative 226. I'll take that, given the stuttering. I'll call that a win. Evo says I landed hard and my plane would be grounded, so I'll take that given the issues. Thanks, guys. All right, let me go ahead. Now I've got those closed. What else did I say I was going to close out of? I got SimApp Pro closed out. Seemed like there's one other thing I thought of that I want to close. Let me look at my running Moza. Nope, I'm not running Moza. That was a great question. I'm not running Moza. Let me just double check here and see. Oh, for some reason, SimApp Pro is still going. Let me kill that. Yes, kill SimApp Pro. Is I do think it's a polling issue. Because usually stuttering is either a shader issue or some app is polling at periodic intervals. I've had that before. Ooh, FSUIPC. It could have been FSUIPC. Hold on. I've had that issue. It just dawned on me, too. FSUIPC. I've had that cause issues for me. Let me make sure. Okay, Edge is back up and running. Why is MS... Okay, let me kill... Why is MS Edge running? Kill Edge. Discord could probably be running some of this other stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I had to remove FSUIPC with the fly line, which needs it. Yeah. That was just something that just occurred to me because I've had that before where FSUIPC with its polling, as I found that in the past, not recently, but it just dawned on me that I've had that issue before. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to launch Microsoft Flight Simulator again. So what I did is I just killed, obviously OBS is still running because I'm still with you all. I killed SimApp Pro, MobiFlight, FSUIPC. I killed LRM, which is our landing rate monitor. I also killed, what was the other thing? I said MobiFlight already. There's one other thing I killed. But I killed several things. It had an update a week ago. Okay. Good to know. I think I still have a feeling it's a shader thing, but let's go ahead and launch Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm doing that right now, and let's see if we have any luck with the stuttering being gone. Oh, flow. Oh shit! Yes, thank you. That was the main thing I wanted to kill. Okay, thank you. I forgot that one, Bats. Shit. Okay, I'm going to have to exit out again and kill Flow. Good job, Bats. Thank you for reminding me of that, because I forgot to disable it in my add-ons linker, so I'll kill that. I'm going to do that right now, so I'll just exit out. Thank you, Bats. Thank you. I did forget that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to load this up because I freaking forgot that. We're going to see. I'm hoping this, because, you know, if you can, the key to troubleshooting anything in Microsoft Flight Simulator when you're having FPS issues, stuttering, connectivity issues, performance issues, whatever it is, isolate the problem, right? It might sound obvious, but it is. Like, enable everything, get back to simplistic, and then if you can get rid of all the stuff and then you have a baseline where everything's running right, then gradually add shit back. So there's FSUIPC. So when I launch this next time, I'm going to make sure that I disable that so that's not running, and we can see if we have stability and really smooth performance. And if we do, then we know it's not a shader issue, and we know it's whatever. But if we still have performance issues, then I'm guessing it's a shader issue for me accidentally launching 2020 and possibly corrupting my shaders earlier. So let's see what happens here. We're going to wait for Microsoft Flight Simulator to load. Because my dumbass, I forgot to disable flow before I launched it, so I will get out of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then we'll disable flow, and then we'll relaunch it one last time, and then we'll check it out. Oh, look at the deer. Isn't he cute? All right, here we go. We're almost there. And guess what I have waiting for me, Bats? My wife, Mrs. Symphonic, she picked me up some Chick-fil-A breaded chicken. It's like the Southwest chicken salad, or not chicken salad. What the hell do they call it? It's got like the corn in it and stuff. I don't know. Silver Killer probably knows this. So I've got that waiting for me, which is nice. Because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything yet today. Okay, we're going to go ahead and exit, quit the desktop. Sorry, guys. All right, we're going to go out. One last time, I'm going to kill flow, and I'll make sure I kill FSUIPC. Okay, so it's dead. So let me kill, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add-ons linker right now. And I am going to disable, you know what, I'm going to disable flow. But I had flow running last night. It was fine, so I have to believe it's fine. But I'm going to go ahead. Nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and disable it. 2024. Utilities. Here we go. Ultimate Flow Pro. Okay, I got that disabled. Everything else is running. Okay, so we're going to launch it again. I'm going to kill FSUIPC as we get this loaded, and then I'll go into drone view, and I'll do a flyby that was all freaking stuttering before when we started the stream, and see if one of these guys is the culprit. Sons of bitches. We don't know, but that's why we're live streaming this and doing a little troubleshooting as we launch Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 up here again to see if this is the culprit. And maybe can help some of you that might be having stuttering issues recently with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So many variables, friends. Who knows? It's so many variables. Let's see what happens here. Go ahead and launch Microsoft Flight Simulator. And as this is launching, I think it's a good way, a good time as this is launching, we can check out Flight Sim Expo.
Welcome to Flight Sim Expo 2025, everybody.
Because we're going to be there.
Flight Sim Expo is the place where the community gathers.
You get to just meet
That's
people.
Tim from Thrustmaster, who we interviewed.
Oh, I fly this, I fly that. We're best friends now.
There's no other place in the U.S. to meet the community.
We're here because we're totally geeks about flight simming and aviation. Everybody here is just as passionate as we are.
You get to see people who are, you know,
and there's some of us back in the background you can see there. There's FSUIPC just launched, so I'm going to kill that. Some of you don't I sound educated? Some of you that just joined were troubleshooting a little bit on some stuttering issues we had earlier. So we're reloading Microsoft Flight Simulator here.
watching it online is
Let me
is
kill
okay,
FSUIPC.
but just seeing it in person and kind of hearing the reactions to product, I think it's worth it.
One of the best things about Flight Sim Expo is not just the people who are here in attendance, it's the digital audience. All eyes that matter are on
Here we go.
this
Here's
show.
FSUIPC.
And this
I
show
just
amplifies
killed it
any type
now.
of announcement we want to make.
There we go. You guys got to join us. If you haven't registered for Flight Sim Expo,
I've been simming since
to
1995.
Minneapolis.
And so to be here,
Use the link below.
oh my God, 30 years, and seeing the evolution of this hobby is extraordinary, and FS Expo is the showcase for all that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what WINCTRL announces this year as well, Mr. Sundown.
Attendees should come
Absolutely.
to Flight Sim Expo. It is the place where you get
They
get
always
your
have
hands and
great
your
announcements,
eyes
don't they?
on essentially
Every
everything
single Flight Sim
Flight Sim.
Expo.
You can actually touch and feel the product. I don't think you can get that anywhere else.
To be
maybe
able to stand
bats.
here and have people come up and say, hey, thank you for making this product. It makes you feel good about what you're doing. It'll energize our team, so when we get back to work, we've got some good vibes to feed off of.
Does
New
FS
hardware
Expo
coming
come
out,
with
new
a brief
software
stick of
coming out.
RAM?
It's an amazing
Not these
experience.
days,
It's a
buddy.
great vibe.
Not these days.
The vibes are high this year. We are staffed up to the gills today.
On the 107 right there, second.
Some of
We're
you that
showing
were
what it's
following
like
us
to be a
last year,
controller on the VATSIM
I
network.
interviewed
think just
Two-Tone
getting to have
Murphy.
those
We were hanging out with Blue
conversations
Games,
is perfectly rewarding. They also
XP72.
get to like help
You guys
connect
gotta come.
people together.
People come all over the world for your show. It's a really good community.
It's a
It gives us
blast.
that exposure to not only the people that know
Missing
us, but
Tony,
people
such a
that
great fella. Oh,
meet
yeah.
us on the floor.
If I had then to choose one event, it would be Flight Sim Expo.
Spoke with that guy. He's from
the knowledge, the gear, the people, the party.
FlightSim.com.
We all come here to have a great time.
I'm so
DDR3,
blown
yeah.
away by learning this weekend.
We sat in that
it's totally
plane,
changed
talked
my
to that
mind and
guy,
my
interviewed that
perspective
guy.
on the value of what you guys do. It's unbelievable right now.
Yeah, you guys should join us if you can. All right, so now we're back in. We launched Microsoft Flight Simulator. So let's go back. I'm going to load up WIII. And we are going to go, let's go to, I don't want to be in the way because it looks like Emmett has a nice approach coming in. But I'm going to go ahead and spawn right here during day. And let's see if the stutters are, if they're still as bad, then we'll know that it's the shaders. If not, and it's fixed, then we'll know it's probably something to do with one of those add-ons overlays. Yeah, what about the price of RAM? I mean, that's just stupidly insane right now, right? Okay, so let's go in the cockpit. And I'm going to go outside, and yeah, it's still stuttering. So it, as I suspected, unless it had to load stuff. Hold on, let's just... hold on. We can thank Sam Altman for that, yeah. This is looking pretty smooth, isn't it? I'm getting no stutters. I think that initial stutters was from just loading the textures, which is a normal thing. We are getting 0 stutters. So I think it's probably safe to say that it is one of those add-ons. Wouldn't you all agree? No, I'm not seeing any stutters. Are you guys seeing any stutters within the stream? I'm seeing no stutters right now. I think it is one of the add-ons. It could be FSUIPC. It could be Flow Pro. It could be... There's no stutters. I agree, Bats. Okay, so... Well, that's how we troubleshoot things, friends. So apparently it's one of those add-ons. I'm thinking it might be Parallel 42 Flow Pro. But it's anyone's guess. But yeah, look at that. That is smooth as silk. Look at this. There are no, I mean, this is how it should be, right? So either it's SimApp Pro. Now there was an update from SimApp Pro. So it could be SimApp Pro and it could be Flow. it could be a million things. It could be FSUIPC. Bats, did you say there was an update for FSUIPC? And this is how the stream should have been all night. It should have been this smooth. It should have been silky smooth like this without any stutters. And we're not having any stutters now. Look at this. It's nice and silky smooth. And we'll even turn on, you know, I don't have the game plates. I think Flow first launched when there was performance issues. I gotta believe it's Flow. And I could see that with Flow, right? Because it's gotta have a polling within the sim if you're gonna interact with it. Look at how smooth this is. All right, well, I guess it's Flow. It must be Flow. What's interesting though is it was enabled last night. It was smooth, but we're gonna go back to starting simple in that. So you know, but it's not necessarily Flow. It could be anything, right? But I'll do some more troubleshooting. 2 streams ago, my 128 gig kit was close to 2K USD. Now it's officially 2.4, one of my best investments of the year. I know, I've already made money. I've like my RAM that I spent money on is like three times as much as I paid for it, right? Which is sad. TJ says second leg to Malaysia. There you go, TJ. Well, we have 44 people in here right now. I think we just hit our max concurrent viewers. But look at this. Everything's running smoothly. So clearly it's something that was one of the additional add-ons. It's one of the stacks. I'll do some more troubleshooting. Friends, I want to say thank you so much to all of you. My moderators, first and foremost. Thank you for being here. And then also my regulars, all of you, my folks, my peeps, my SimFans, I want to thank you most of all. I want to thank my vendors. Again, WINCTRL, thank you so much for all the gear that we have tonight that you keep sending our way. Do look for the Orion Airline Edition rudder pedals that are going to be coming to us here shortly. I want to say thank you to ROWSFIRE for the A107 V3 version. I love it. I do. I love it. There's things that clearly need to be improved with it, but I do love it because it's the only thing we have now, as opposed to the A106, which I would say 107. Spend your money on the 107 V3. Again, WingFlex is going to be sending us. We're going to send us their overhead panel, but they have a delay because of supply issues, so that's coming. We'll be highlighting WingFlex's Combo Cube mount. I want to say thank you to Flight Sim Mods for their continued support and for sending us their add-on stuff. Our vendors are so great, so thanks to all of them. But again, mostly thanks to all of you, my friends, my pals, my amigos, Bats, Silver Killer. I want to say thank you to Emmett the Nemesis and Tashi Draco, all of you all, Pilot Rick, Proctus, thank you for being here, CP65, as always. Emmett the Nemesis again, 8 miles out and landing. Maybe we can catch him on a landing as I close out here. I can't turn on the game plates right now. Well, I can. There's the game plates. Look at this. It's smooth as silk. If we could have only had this the whole time. That's why I wanted to test this with you all live right now. We got Pilot Rick coming in. We'll watch them as we close out here, Evo, as we have 2 land. But look at this. This is the way it was supposed to be tonight, friends. It was supposed to be this smooth and silky. Smooth and silky. But we got Pilot Rick coming in along with Emmett the Nemesis. Silver Killer was over on the... Silver, you look so tiny. Look at a little Silver Killer there. Little guy. What's going on? But, well, at least we have it smooth. That's what I care about. So it isn't the shaders, after all. It's one of the add-ons. FSUIPC, what do you guys think? Is it FSUIPC? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll do some more testing between now and Saturday's stream. By the way, Saturday night stream, as we're waiting for Pilot Rick and Emmett to get in here, we are going to be doing back to our general aviation flight. I plan on using, we'll see how it goes with my testing, but I plan on using the Pimax Crystal Super for at least part of that flight. I don't want to make you all dizzy and sick, so I plan on using it for part of that flight, but we are going to be in the DA40 Cows twin engine and for our GA flight. And I want to say a special thank you to who did the Evo. It was you, Evo, I think, that suggested this flight tonight. So Evo Ego Sky, thank you. Let's give it up to Evo Ego Sky for suggesting tonight's route. And do drop in if you have some ideas for a live stream and a route. Please don't hesitate to go into Discord. We have a channel that is suggested flights. And join our Discord channel and give me a suggested flight. And if I pick your flight and I pick your route, I will do a shout out to you like I did for Evo tonight. Evo, thank you, my friend. You had a bunch of suggested flights, and I appreciate it. So I used one of those for tonight's flight as we flew the Indonesia flight here tonight. And TJ's asking, who nailed the flight? God, it's nice to have this smooth again. Oh, my gosh. Eureka! All right, here comes Pilot Rick. See, Pilot Reg, just for you. I got you smooth. All right, here we go. This is smoother than it's ever been. There goes Pilot Reg. Look at that. Although he has no landing gear. They'll show up. There they go. Oh, he's in. Are you in the Max 8? He's in the Max 8. That looked like a beautiful landing. Let's give it up to Pilot Rick right there. That looked like a nice landing. Look at this. As smooth as silk. Oh, my goodness. How did I get it so smooth, Captain Audi? I don't know. I disabled all the additional I disabled SimApp Pro, FSU IPC. There was an update for SimApp Pro. I disabled MobiFlight. I disabled, I think it's FSU IPC, but who knows? Parallel flow. We're all kind of thinking it might be parallel flow. That was the culprit. Something was pulling my simulator constantly that was causing those lags, because we pulled up the flight, we pulled up the FPS in developer mode, and we were getting over 80 or 100 frames per second, but it was some application or add-on that was pulling Flight Simulator, and that was causing the lag, is what we think. So I killed all those things, I got out of Flight Simulator, relaunched, and now it's smooth as silk, as you can see. Look at this. Look at how smooth this is. As Emmett comes in for a landing. Look at that. And his landing gear will appear. There they go. But that's what I did. Sacrificial lamb, I reckon. Mrs. in the back room making sacrifices, Kerbalette says. There comes Evo Eagle Sky in a dinky little aircraft. But Evo, thanks again. And Silver Killer and Bats, who won? Look how smooth this is. I'm not used to this now that we've been dealing with the freaking polling stuttering issues all night. But we got it figured. Well, we didn't get it ultimately figured out. But it's one of the add-ons that caused it. Winner posted. Okay, thank you, Bats. The winner was, drum roll. I need to get a drum roll sound in here. And the winner is... As a Silver Mother Killer said... It's TJ Turner! Good job, TJ, on that landing, by the way. I'm just pumped that we got smoothness here. Look at that look at that windsock. Look at that windsock, friends. Look at that. No wonder we got that crosswind landing. By the way, thank you, CP65, for being so kind to me on my landing challenge, along with the rest of you. Because it was challenging on that stuttering. But now we're smooth as silk, guys. I love it. All right, friends. This is good stuff. All right, I want to say thank you to all of you. And TJ Turner says, goal. There you go, goal. All right, before we end the stream for tonight, again, we're going to have a stream on Saturday night, GA flight in the cows at DA40. I love that. And so do join us. But before we end the stream, as I always do, I'm going to call out the top fans, the top 10 fans for tonight. And so let's do that right now, friends. Let's do it. So coming in at number 1 is our... Well, actually, I should go the reverse direction, shouldn't I? Why do I do it from number 1? I'll hold that. I always do 1 through 10, but I need to go number 10, the top 10, to the number 1. I almost gave it away. So, coming in at number 10 is our good friend, and believe me, he is not afraid of orange whips, and he certainly is not afraid of STDs. It is our good friend, Mr. TNT Simulate. Give it up to TNT. Coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9. He may not know how to shit or get off the pod, but it is our good friend Maple. Let's give it up to Maple. Coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9. And I think he's maybe gone right now. If not, shout out in chat there, Simblitz. It's Simblitz. Check out Simblitz channel. Simblitz, thank you for being here tonight and appreciate you. And coming in at number 8, it is our good friend Steve Mellon. Give it up to Steve Mellon, friends. Steve Mellon at number 8. Actually, at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is our good friend Emmett. Actually, number 7. Coming in at number 7, Emmett the Nemesis. I got to do the...
Said, guys, don't forget to put down your landing gear.
Yeah, thanks.
Pull your flipper up.
What button did I just hit?
For some reason, they decided to leave a tree right in the middle.
Oh, crap. What? There we go. That was at number 7. I've got to account for the Streamlabs bot. So coming in at number 6 is our good friend Silver. Actually, number 5. Silver Motherfucking Killer. Let's give it up to Silver. Coming in at number 4 is our good buddy that is very hard to please, but he can be pleased, apparently, from tonight. It's our good friend CP6565. Thank you, CP. And one of our great contributors for, as I was talking about earlier, for flight suggestions, coming in at number 3 is Evo Eagle Sky. Thank you, Evo. And coming in at number 10, you may want to call him if you're in danger. You may want to call him if there's injustice. But it's nonetheless than our good friend and moderator. It is Bats. Thank you, Bats. Appreciate your continued support and moderating, my friend. And last but not least, and to top it all out, number 1, coming in at number 1, drum roll please. It is our good friend, and he will be at Flight Sim Expo, as he said, without the misses this time. It's our good friend, Proctus. I want to say thank you to everyone else that has been here and continued support. Again, that was the top fans. You can get a top fans by several factors, but just contributing in whatever way you can. And friends, thank you so much. Mustang 302, when did you sneak in here? Appreciate it, all of you. Thank you. I love you. I will see you on Saturday. It looks like I have a little bit of troubleshooting to do. We got it narrowed down to it's one of those add-ons I had tonight. So I'll figure that out so we have a nice, silky smooth, hopefully, stream on Saturday. But thank you for putting up with me and all my shenanigans, friends. We were up to 45 concurrent tonight. What did we end up with? If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do so. What did we end up on likes, Silver? Did we hit 50? We hit 50! Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Friends, until next time, this is Fenix. I'm signing off. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, rest of your week. And we will see you on Saturday. Friends, stay safe, take care, and of course, blue skies. We'll see you soon. Peace out.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Only just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up. Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive.